Looks like we have an operator on our hands.
He's getting there, sir.
He's ready for some real work. Good job, son. Welcome to Atlas.
Hello, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that little sort of play or whatever, that sort of editing that I did for Advanced Warfare because recently I bought the game for 20 bucks since for some reason there's no just regular version of this game. So I had to buy the gold edition, but luckily it was on sale for like 20 bucks, so it wasn't that bad. I don't know why there's no regular version, but who cares? It doesn't matter. This game is like really fucking old, but even though it's really old, honestly, it's definitely one of my favorites, at least based on the campaign, because I would say the campaign on this was definitely like fun. There was a lot of things that just went beyond what usually you thought of like in Black Ops or Modern Warfare. And I think this was the game that introduced the jetpacks and uh, when this shit came out, I'm pretty sure people were just they did not like this sort of thing. They were more with the boots on the ground sort of gameplay. But I guess this brought in a new sort of wave of games that they started working on futuristics, making Infinite Warfare and BO3 and BO4. And I know people say that they don't like the jetpacks and all this, and this is definitely like they didn't really like it at all. But for me, when I played this, when like I was a kid, I played this gameplay and I was like genuinely like surprised with all the sort of mechanics and gameplay that you can have, and the sort of the story of it. The antagonist and the protagonist. Your character is named Mitchell, who during a war on I think South Korea, where North Koreans were invading the place, and it was your goal to try to stop them and destroy a sort of ship that was basically causing havoc. I think it was like the Havoc, whatever, I don't know what it was. But you also had a partner, your friend, that was basically your friend like for a long time, but in the end, when they were gonna blow up the ship, his hand got stuck in the fucking doorway, and he was basically stuck in there, and he risked his own life to save his friend, and the ship blew up with him, and he died, and our character got blown away from the explosion while also having a debris cut off his fucking left arm. So he basically thought that his military days were over, but of course, Guy, the main antagonist, Irons, if you saw in the beginning, gave him a second chance and giving him a prosthetic arm and, introducing him to Atlas. And eventually, with all the training, he got into put into real missions trying to stop this evil terrorist, fucking evil bastard called Hades, who was just constantly killing thousands and causing terrorist attacks everywhere. And in the end, he was later killed, but later on it was found out that Irons knew the whole thing, knew all the terrorist attacks, and later killed the civilian that we saved to that gave information on where the terrorist attacks would be to profit off of all the terrorist attacks, and be like, oh yeah, see, we're saving everyone, and you should rely all on us. We're the new military, the private military, whatever. Realizing that and profiting off of everything, and Irons showing his true colors, saying that he was the man to end all wars by making one giant fucking war, by basically causing a chemical fucking warfare and killing anyone that's not his own military. And it's honestly crazy. And I know the story, it doesn't make sense and it sounds fucking boring as shit. But I would say that this story was definitely really fun because the many gadgets, the many weapons were definitely unique. They aren't, all the same thing that you would have in Modern Warfare or Black Ops. This was definitely really fun, and many of the moments that were really badass, like if you saw in the beginning with all those moments that I had, I really miss playing those. And the exosuits and abilities, those were pretty fucking dope too. Having the cloak, going like overdrive in slow motion, it was pretty dope, and I really liked that sort of gameplay. And I really miss playing this game because it kind of sucks that there wasn't a continuation at all. I remember apparently there was like some leak saying that there was supposed to be a part 2, an Advanced Warfare 2, but it never happened, which kind of sucks because I really did want to see the continuation of the story, and I really liked it. I really liked basically the entire thing. I guess there were a few things that I just didn't think it made sense, but it was fun. It was really fun, and if you never played it, I can understand why. It probably wasn't your cup of tea. But if you do ever have the chance, and if you play PlayStation, and if you have the money, and there's ever the sale again on this game, I would recommend it, but it's only if you want to. I would say the campaign is definitely the best part. Multiplayer and zombies and waves, I mean, people didn't really like that either. I mean, Exo Zombies was, I mean, it looked kind of cool. I didn't really play much of it, but I did see gameplay of it. But I did think it was at least cool, and it was kind of scary, especially the trailers on it. Many people didn't like the multiplayer, I think. I'm not sure, but I can understand why. Because first off, I think that was when they were introducing the stupid ass fucking horrendous loot boxes that you had to buy. You know, spend time and time again to get loot boxes and just get a decent weapon, or also one of the most powerful fucking weapons ever. Especially many of the weapons that were just insanely broken. I recall people saying that there was a weapon that people were fed up with. I think it was like some sort of AR with like some fucking knife in the end. I'm not sure what it was, but people were like so annoyed with all the overpowered weapons and having to, spend so much time in getting loot boxes or spending money. I think on loot boxes. It was really annoying, and I'm glad that they don't fucking do that anymore in the new games. It was pretty shitty and kind of like annoying as fuck. But I didn't play much of the multiplayer. Obviously, I can't play it now because no one plays it anymore. So it makes sense. No one plays this fucking game anymore. If you could, I literally went to multiplayer and I was seeing if I could load in the game, and no one was there. It's like no players found at all. So it was kind of sad. But I would still say that this campaign, I would definitely say, is my top 5 at least. It does sound crazy, and you might say my opinion is fucking stupid as hell, thinking that a futuristic game is good. Especially since, Black Ops 3's story was horrendous. Black Ops 4 didn't even have one. I'm not even sure about Infinite Warfare. I didn't give a shit about that. But I would definitely say that this campaign was definitely one of the greatest, for me at least. You can agree to disagree. You may not have played it at all, and I would recommend to play it or maybe even see the gameplay of it. I would say that it was really fun. And the many sort of weapons, like, the giant ass fucking Goliath, that giant machine of a weapon, it was pretty badass, and it was definitely really fun. And the weapons, when I was playing the gameplay, were kind of annoying. They were annoying at times, but it was fun. And I would say that I don't think that this game deserves as much hate as it does. I'm not sure if people do really hate this game. I'm not sure because I don't really see anyone talking about this game. But I would say that it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. I would say what, like a 7 or 8 maybe. I think it was fun. The many different gadgets, like the grenades, as you can see, there was a smart grenade that literally scanned every single enemy. That shit was actually dope. Smart grenades that also just hovered up and targeted an enemy right away. That was fucking dope. And then you obviously have the regular contact and frag grenades. You know, contact just means explosive, like it explodes immediately after contact. And it was definitely dope. Many of the gadgets, like you would have the shield, the cloak, overdrive, also a healing ability. It was fun. It was really fun, and I I don't really know what much to say, but I don't know. It's just it's hard to explain everything because I can't explain everything just in one sitting. It's hard to explain. It's better for you to just experience it or just watch gameplay of it because it's better to just see it for yourself than to just make judgment right now. I think I would say the another thing that I kind of liked in multiplayer was also the score streaks were actually like dope as hell. I would say because you could literally be obviously the Goliath, or you could actually just straight up shoot an orbital laser towards people. It was fucking insane. Also, you could also have just your basic bombing run and also just launching missiles. But I would say I don't know. It's just hard to explain that the gameplay on multiplayer. If it let's say you just play with bots, it was cool. I would say it was cool. Just seeing people get mowed down everywhere. Many of the weapons were just unnecessarily just either shitty or just insanely overpowered. It was kind of wild, but of course that's probably one of the reasons why people didn't like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, since literally like 90% of the people that play Call of Duty just like multiplayer. They don't give a shit about anything else. And waves is basically just it's not zombies, it's just waves of like actually enemy AI bots with exo suits or whatever, just exo abilities, just trying to kill you, and just constant waves, and it gets harder, and getting different weapons, making sure to see if you could stay alive as long as you can. I would say that waves was definitely like harder for me. I would say waves was harder. Maybe it was basically based on the difficulty I had. Even though it was regular, it was still kind of hard because in Modern Warfare 3, since I played only waves on that one was actually like really fun, and it was pretty challenging, but you were able to get the hang of it and understand. But in Advanced Warfare, it was complicated as fuck because it seemed like enemies just spawned every time everywhere, like you had no break at all. And it was okay, but it wasn't as good as Modern Warfare 3. It was cool, but it didn't have the same spark to it. It was too hard, and they were just too overpowered, I would say. But I guess besides that, I don't know. I don't really know what much to say. I don't know too much on zombies. I just don't know too much. I know it wasn't obviously as great as any other zombies. Um, but I just wanted to say that Modern Warfare, or my bad, Advanced Warfare was definitely one of the most unique sort of games. Definitely more unique than Black Ops 3 or Infinite Warfare. I didn't know much about Infinite Warfare. It definitely had a lot more to, take in because it was a lot to take in for people to just understand what the fuck this game was, all this futuristic shit and all these complicated gadgets and exosuits. I can understand that because, it was out of nowhere and no one really expected a futuristic game like this. And people probably just didn't like this shit at all, and I guess I can understand, but my opinion is the correct one. So I would say that this was a fun game. Yeah, so I would just say that your opinion is probably wrong. Your opinion's wrong. Mine's right. All right, mine's right. I do also want to say that many of the characters from the game, like this guy, the antagonist Irons, I do recall that the voice actor of it had a lot of like scary shit that he was accused of and allegedly, and he is kind of scary, and I know he's like, I think I've heard he's an evil person, but I don't want to say anything because I don't want to get mysteriously disappeared. I don't want to mysteriously disappear out of nowhere. I'm not sure. I do recall just watching a video of someone reviewing this sort of person, and apparently that he was accused of many things. But I'm not gonna go too far into this. But I would say that this antagonist was definitely he was definitely just like weird. His sort of mindset just didn't really make sense to me at all. It was kind of crazy in the way he just introduced sort of chemical warfare just to say, "Oh yeah, let's end all wars. My people are the right people. Fuck you all that aren't my people." It was insane, but his faith in the end was no surprise there, and it was kind of insane the way he died, the way he just vanished into the depths of hell with all that fucking fire in there. And it kind of sucks because in the end they said, yeah, he was right. This isn't the end. This is just the beginning. Even though it's been years since this fucking game came out, and there probably will never be a beginning and a continuation of this. And it fucking sucks because I really wanted to see a continuation of this campaign. I wanted to see what happened to the corporation of this shit. And it sucks. It does suck. But many of the characters that I did like Gideon, Cormac, and all those other people, they were dope as hell. Gideon was definitely one of the funniest, and he was definitely one of the coolest dudes. So I'll give him that. Irons definitely had his moments of, being fucking insane and psychopathic, just, declaring war on the fucking US and seeing that his way is the only way to basically end wars and all wars. It was fucking insane. You could see right here.
Allegations head on. Are we developing such a weapon?
Yes, we
No, we are not.
lied.
Because we've already developed it. But with all due respect, the United Nations is a relic from a different time when nations were unique in their ability to solve the world's problems. But that just isn't the case anymore. Primarily because you have outsourced the job to me. I have sent people to die in your wars. So I feel uniquely qualified to tell you, your wars don't work. Which is why my priorities have changed from profits to policy. Because politicians don't know how to solve problems. But I do. So let's be clear. I am here to solve the world's problems. And I believe the world's problems begin with you.
Anyways, moving on from all of this, at the end of the day, I would say that the campaign on this game was definitely one of my favorites. First is probably Black Ops 2. Second would probably be, I guess, Modern Warfare 2, then Modern Warfare 3, and I think Advanced Warfare. Yeah, because Black Ops 2 for me will probably always be one of my favorites. Obviously, because Black Ops 2 was just one of the greatest Call of Duties ever made. Zombies, amazing. Multiplayer, amazing. Campaign, awesome. Everything was perfect. Modern Warfare 2, it was fun. I didn't play much of it because, I was a kid. But I do remember a lot of it, and I did remember playing the remastered campaign version. And Modern Warfare 3 was definitely pretty fucking dope and kind of sad because of the many characters that died. Like Soap, your own character, I think Yuri. And in the end, it was just Price that died. And then, of course, it's Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and Advanced Warfare. I'm not sure what my fifth would be, but anyways, at the end of the day, I would say that Advanced Warfare was really fun. And it's a bummer that many people just don't like it based on, this futuristic version and just not liking the jetpacks and everything. It just wasn't their sort of thing. And I can understand that, but your opinion is just wrong, alright? My opinion is correct. This is definitely one of the funnest ones. And it's a bummer that there will never be a continuation of this, or maybe not anytime soon. I highly doubt that they're going to continue this shit, especially after years of just letting this shit just die down. It sucks, because they're mainly just focusing on Modern Warfare games, but I'm hoping that at least, you know, the Gulf War, or I think the 2025 Black Ops 2 like remix or whatever is gonna be as fun. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you also like this Call of Duty game, Advanced Warfare, or if you even played it at all, or if you even liked it at all. I will read whatever opinion you have, but just letting you know that your opinion's wrong if it's not good, if it's not a good opinion, if it doesn't say that this game is good. I'm just kidding. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. The next video will probably be a Rainbow Six Siege video, since we've been playing a shit ton of that. Hopefully soon I will also make a pack opening, since I've been fucking stacking on all those packs and grinding on getting 50 packs. So expect a video on that. Not sure when, probably not soon because it's taking forever for that, but I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time on Rainbow Six Siege. Holy shit!